What's up, geeks and gamers? It's Jeremy coming to you with another video, and today, this is exactly what I told you was going to happen with Kathleen Kennedy when that new 3-year deal was signed, and yet there was no sign of her where no one saw her doing anything. She wasn't doing any interviews. She wasn't answering any questions about the current state of Star Wars or the future of Star Wars. This woman has no clue what she's doing. She is dumb as a box of rocks. Now, here we are with all of this nonsense coming out. And why is she finally speaking? Why is she finally saying anything? Because The Mandalorian is getting good feedback, because Jon Favreau knows what he's doing as a Star Wars fan and as a filmmaker. Jedi Fallen Order, Respawn, another great company that knows what they're doing. They have actually done something good with Star Wars, and it kind of gives a temporary halt to the disaster known as the film side of Star Wars, which is what Kathleen Kennedy primarily is focused on. She never had anything to say about Rebels back when it was a thing. She's never had anything to say about any of this stuff except for the movies. And then when the movies started going bad, she shut up completely. But before then, she would never stop talking about the movies. This woman is a pathetic and terrible leader. But, like I said, she would be able to leave on her own terms, and that's exactly what they're setting this up for. At least that's what it sounds like to me. She did an interview. This is The Hollywood Reporter. Lucasfilm chief has a director lined up for a 2022 film, even if she has yet to settle on the direction for the marquee franchise's evolving mythology. The woman doesn't even know what she's doing. She has no clue what she's doing. Ryan Kendall did a video on this channel where she talked about there's a lack of material out there, yet you've got the entire expanded universe. This woman it's unbelievable how bad at her job she is. It is unreal. And so anyway, and then it says, or her own future, because this is all a setup for that. I'm not going to read this entire article or anything like that. You know, I mean, are there any fans? Before we get into, I'm just going to skim over certain things, but this is such a sign of a weak person where you stay silent when things are bad. She stayed completely silent. Nobody heard a thing from her all that time when things were bad. And of course, Bob Iger came forward, took the blame for everything, which was a dumb thing to say. Star Wars fatigue. That was what you blamed all of this nonsense on, was Star Wars fatigue. Yet now that Baby Yoda has been introduced into things with The Mandalorian, that's like the most talked about thing on the internet. And it shows how short-sighted Lucasfilm is, where they don't even market Baby Yoda. Like, where's your toys? Where's the merch? Everybody would be buying Baby Yoda. Everybody thinks the thing is adorable. Everybody loves it. Yet, no plan whatsoever. But we got some Rose Tico figures after The Last Jedi. You got Rose Tico, because we needed some diversity toys on the shelf that would just sit there and collect dust. But anyway, the point is, this article, I'm going to play off of something that Grace Randolph talked about, and that is Jon Favreau going to have more involvement in, you know, what's going on with Star Wars, which I think is a fantastic move. I believe Dave Filoni is also going to have more involvement, and that other person, that other woman that they brought on, I can't remember her name right now, but she's going to have some more involvement. And this is all setting up for the ultimate stepping down by Kathleen Kennedy, which I believe has already happened in a strong capacity. I don't believe Kathleen Kennedy has a lot to do with what's going on anymore. I believe they're looking at the current sequel trilogy, and they're just like, this is a disaster, and we need to go ahead and finish off this disaster with The Rise of Skywalker. We're going to put a halt on all the future films that Kathleen Kennedy lined up. We've lost Benioff and Weiss. We need to get rid of Rian Johnson. You know, everything else is on hold. Now they're seeing that Jon Favreau, someone that actually knows what he's doing, is involved with Star Wars, and he's doing a good job, and a lot of fans are happy with the 2 episodes we've gotten so far from The Mandalorian, and I think The Mandalorian is really good. I think some of the response to The Mandalorian definitely is the low expectations that Kathleen Kennedy and her sequel trilogy has placed upon Star Wars, but nevertheless, it is a good series, and I'm very much enjoying it. And it's showing you how Star Wars is not complicated. George Lucas created the greatest thing ever in entertainment. It's not that hard to build upon what he created. Yet Kathleen Kennedy tried to turn it into a social justice agenda-driven movie franchise, and that's how you kill anything. But now here we are. Favreau is showing that he's got what it takes. Favreau is a fan. Favreau is a good filmmaker. Favreau is showing that he understands Star Wars, along with Dave Filoni being involved, which I'm a huge fan of Dave Filoni. Was it Michelle Raywan or something? I think that's it. It just popped in my head. Michelle, whatever. Know nothing about her, but as long as she's not bringing a feminist SJW agenda to the table, I don't really care. I just want to see good Star Wars again. And right now, with Jedi Fallen Order, with The Mandalorian, it's clear Kathleen Kennedy has had nothing to do with either one of these up to this point. Now, The Mandalorian still could go off on the SJW nonsense as the series progresses. I have not been, I'm not oblivious to that, but I can only judge it on the 2 episodes we've gotten and the response to Baby Yoda. And it's a good series so far, and I'm really enjoying it. Jedi Fallen Order is a really good game. I'm really enjoying that. So here we are heading to episode 9, which is going to be a complete and total disaster on every single level. As far as I can tell, all of the nonsense we're hearing, all of the concerns, it is heading to be a complete nightmare for Disney and Lucasfilm, and a comedy show for all of us. But I fully back the idea of Jon Favreau moving into more of a leadership role at Lucasfilm, and I believe Dave Filoni will probably be right there with him, which again, I'm 100% in favor of this. I support this. Kathleen Kennedy is a disaster. This woman is a disaster as a leader. I'm not sure if I've ever seen a worse leader in this prominent of a position. This woman is terrible. But hopefully we're nearly at the end of her road, and hopefully she's going to, I don't care how she gets out of Star Wars, as long as she just gets out of it. Just leave and don't talk to anybody. Just leave. I don't care if you're getting a big payout. I don't care what it takes. Just get this woman and all of her nonsense out the door, and anybody she brought in out the door. She needs to be gone. She is awful. So what do you guys think about Jon Favreau taking over at Lucasfilm? I'm 100% okay with this. Would he be my first choice? I mean, it's hard to say. I mean, if you look at the people that would be up for the job, I would say Favreau is definitely near the top of that list. I like Jon Favreau a lot, and he's proven himself with these first 2 episodes of The Mandalorian. We're going to see how that continues to play out, but right now, we've got some good Star Wars. Things are moving in the right direction. Now it's time to get Kathleen Kennedy and her feminist agenda out of Star Wars so we can actually get this stuff back on track. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Have a great day. Thank you very much for checking out this video, and we will talk to you later. Hey everyone, it's Jeremy from geeksandgamers.com, and if you're a fan of Geeks and Gamers, please go to our website, visit our merchandise store. We have t-shirts, hoodies, hats, beanies, tank tops, and in the very near future, we're going to have many more products for you to choose from. So thank you for the support. We appreciate it. You guys have a great day, and we will talk to you later.